Welcome to the Lust from Beyond GAMERamble video. I am Dark Cloud, taking a first look at this upcoming first-person survival horror adventure by Movie Games Lunarium. It's a single-player, PC-only title, and it will release on the 11th of March. So this quick first look will just take us through a couple of scenes in the game to see what it's about. As you can see here, the game contains graphic scenes of sexual nature. So there are two ways to play it: in uncensor mode, where no elements of the game will be hidden, as well as in censorship mode, where all the sexual content in the game will be pixelated. So unfortunately, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to have to pick the censorship mode. I have started up the game previously just to see the extent of the visuals and censorship effects, but I'll start a new game for the purpose of this video. So let's look at the options. In terms of sounds, we can adjust the music, voices, effects and interface buttons. Languages, we have English and Polish. Then graphics, play it in 1080p for the purpose of recording. Quality settings are high, low and medium. And you can also individually adjust things such as chromatic aberrations, shadows, texture quality and so on. And then gameplay, standard input methods, keyboard and mouse. Can also use a gamepad. Set your mouse sensitivity, invert whatever axis, and other functions. Skip QuickTime events is interesting. I know a lot of people hate QuickTime events, so the option to skip them is always welcome. So with that, let's jump into the game and see what it has to offer. From the press release, I've seen that the game will consist of 16 chapters, and there's going to be 2 main endings, but also more than 10 different variations for the endings. So according to developers, players are looking at about 6 hours of playtime if rushed, and about 10 hours if you're a completionist. So here we go with the first bit of censorship. I believe the main character in the game is going to be Victor Holloway.
I won't hurt you.
But this is clearly not Victor.
Finally. The creature looks healthy. I need to get it to the mansion, quickly.
Healthy, okay. If that's what healthy looks like. Interesting. The game was inspired by the works of people like Lovecraft and Geiger, so be ready for some disturbing designs. And then obviously they've also mixed it in with some erotic elements for that extra bit of disturbingness. This looks like some evil dimension. I know in the first game players got to travel to the dimension of Lustgar, which was not a pleasant place to do with some type of cult trying to get to this dimension of ecstasy. And I'm assuming this sequel is going to follow a similar theme. And this is the portal to get back to the real world. Visuals are quite detailed. Chapter 1, Queen of Ecstasy. This game actually runs on the Unity engine. Press E to put on the mask. You can also rotate it. So let's put it on. There we go. So the game will feature some exploration as well as logic puzzles that need to be solved, and I believe there will also be monsters or enemies to fight or evade. You can pick up objects and rotate them to examine them. So let's see what's in this creepy old mansion.
Theodore will know how to handle a Vorn.
Assuming the Vorn is this thing that I picked up. Lovely decor, very Victorian. Okay, he looks important. Let's see. Left click to interact with people. How do you even see with a mask like that? There we go.
My lady.
I've done as you asked. I managed to find a Vorn. It's in its beginning stage and it's brimming with essence.
Wonderful. Its juices will strengthen your bond to the land of eternal ecstasy. The Vorn lose essence with every second they're outside of their natural habitat.
Then we haven't a moment to waste, Theodore. We must perform the ritual tonight. Prepare the Vorn. I'll call the faithful to meet at the ritual hall.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah, take that creepy thing off me, please. Okay, so tell members to attend the ceremony. Press tab for details. Okay, so there's the chapter name as well as a list of objectives. I have to call all those people for the ceremony. I walked past 2 of them earlier, I believe. Let's see where these people are. Some interesting portraits up there, and I can only imagine what that must be.
I'll come back later. I don't have time for her dramas.
Okay, someone sounds very unhappy in there. This one is locked, so let's go this way. Okay, this will be the Shackley brothers, I assume.
Faithful,
Good evening, lady.
come quickly to the ritual hall. Tonight will bring us closer to the land of eternal ecstasy.
Yes, my lady.
Eternal seems awfully long. What if we have other plans for our retirement?
Donald, what are you talking about?
Here and now, you may assume a lot of things. But once we all experience eternal ecstasy, your other plans will become meaningless. Get to the ritual hall and be quick about it.
Yeah, so that's the Shackley brothers sorted. Can explore the house and open doors, pull out drawers, open cupboards and cabinets, pick up items, all the usual stuff. Nice bathroom here. No rubber duck. Nope, still crying. Locked. See if we can go outside. No, it's just a balcony. Yeah, if you're gonna have some kind of weird ritual, it looks like a good night for it.
The ritual hall is still closed. I hope Theodore can finish the preparations in time, or else we will lose a tremendous opportunity.
Okay, so that's the ritual. I know where to come back to now. Let's go down further into this creepy house. Oh, a whole
Faithful,
bunch of them.
Master Theodore and I are preparing a ritual to locate a new seeing one. Please gather at the ritual hall with haste.
Of course.
There we go. Got a whole bunch of them. So here we have another person.
Theodore and I are preparing for the ritual. You must proceed to the ritual hall at once.
The ritual? But the summer solstice is still...
There's no time for discussion, Sabinian. The Vorn I've captured is bound to lose its essence at any moment. We must find seeing ones as soon as possible.
Yes, my lady.
Okay, so this cult is in search of seeing ones. we just need to get Mabel, who I assume is the person crying upstairs. Let's just make sure there's nobody else down here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, back up we go. Well, that doesn't look ominous.
Mabel?
Yes?
Okay, so we can actually select an option here. Offer comfort or pull it together. Let's be an evil cult leader and just tell her to pull it together.
Stop weeping, Faithful. This is neither the time nor the place.
I'm sorry, Amanda. It's just... memories.
You are needed in the ritual hall. Immediately.
Yes, of course.
Okay, that should be everyone. Time to start the ritual. The ritual hall was over here. Yes, everyone is waiting for us.
Welcome, Faithful. May the lustful god look down upon us in joy.
I'm glad we managed to gather so quickly. I hope that with the help of the Vorna's mucus and Amanda's gift, we will be able to find a new seeing one who will join our cause. Time to begin. Eve lava brak. Eve lustga.
Don't recommend performing rituals like this at home.
Drink my potion, Queen. Feel the land of eternal ecstasy.
Guess I have no choice. Oh dear. Okay, this is gonna have to be blurred for the video. This cult member's wasted no time starting.
I can feel him. Join us. Seeing one.
We are crawling among the shadows, yearning for reconciliation and eternal bliss. We invoke thy gifts, we invoke thy light. Hear us, for we are the voice of the united bodies. Chapter 2, Victor Holloway. I'm just gonna do a...
Huh? The hell was that? I better go check in the back.
So a quick look at Chapter 2. Don't want this video to go on for too long. The review will be out shortly. Victor runs an antique shop. He's plagued by all kinds of visions that's going to lead them to that cult that we saw earlier.
It's Mrs. Hudson's order, and the deadline's today. Maybe those visions are just some kind of intuition, and I'm not going insane. Maybe.
So I need to complete Mrs. Hudson's order, get the coins of the Chinese Empire, Northbridge Church coin, and the stone deer. Well, that's a thing I picked up earlier. I should probably take this. It's a random gun lying around. It seems safe.
This revolver brings up a lot of painful memories. And it should be better hidden. Lily doesn't like guns.
Okay, let's go gather that stuff. Here's the stone deer. Coins. coins, not those coins. So I need to find third item. Nothing in there. Coins of the Chinese Empire. Here we go. Item 2 down. In here we have this will be the last item. There we go. Not the cleanest of antique shops I've seen. So we can put in items.
Mrs. Hudson's order is ready. Now I just have to call her.
Here's the phone. It is a Panasonic. Let's call Mrs. Hudson.
Hello?
Hello, this is Victor Holloway speaking. I managed to complete your order.
Oh, splendid! Did you have any trouble with it, sweetie?
None with the book, but I did have to battle for the coin. I've also confirmed each item's authenticity for you.
Wonderful. I'll stop by in the morning and pick it up. Oh, and Victor, your grandma would be so proud of you. You gave the shop a brand new life.
Ah yeah, thanks. That's nice of you to say, Mrs. Hudson.
But, you know, you could bother to dust the place from time to time.
Definitely.
I'll look into it.
Good. Good. By the way, I saw Lily yesterday. I even chatted with her.
So I've heard.
Such a lovely girl. She reminds me so much of your mother.
Mrs. Hudson, if she was anything like my mother, I wouldn't be with her.
Victor, you shouldn't speak like that about your own mother.
You didn't know her like I did, okay?
Well, then, are you and Lily planning to get married?
This Mrs. Hudson is quite nosy, so...
Mrs. Hudson, I need to go and feed my dog.
Victor, you don't have a dog. I'm talking about the Holy Sacrament while you...
Sorry, gotta go. Mrs. Hudson is the type of antique that I really don't like dealing with. Okay, that's enough work for the day. I just need to close up shop, and I can spend some time with Lily.
Close the shop. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here. This was Lust from Beyond. Keep an eye on it on Steam on the 11th of March if you like horror games with erotic overtones and the work of Lovecraft, Geiger and all those people. Could be worth a look. I will follow it up with a full review where we will take a more in-depth look at the game. Thanks for joining me as always. Until next time.